Hey guys, hope you all had a good Frenzy 2x Savage event. So when this event comes around, I tend to go pretty ham. The damage dealing gear I've got on my account is lacking. There's many champs which I could do with having better gear. So I went all out this event. And as you can see on the global leaderboards here, I took a screenshot this morning because right now it's a little bit buggy for me to have a look at it because of the updates in the game. But we finished 10th overall with 38,741 points. And as you can see, the ET guys completely went mad with it. So Ollie and Aslan went absolutely insane. Hopefully we have some good luck with our gear. Spoiler alert, I've already had a look at it, but this video is going to break down how much energy it cost me to do 38,000 points worth, whether it was worthwhile for my account at this stage in the game, and how much this has cost me in monetary terms. So break down the energy cost back into money. You guys can get an idea of how much energy you actually blow out to basically farm it non-stop for 2.5 days straight, or it's pretty much 3 days, isn't it? 3 days straight. So without going on for too long, I want to make this short and sweet, so let's just get into the statistics. So I've kept a pretty rough chart of what's happened across the 2 days. So day one, we approximately did like 1,175 runs approximately. So what I did was I took my points on that day, divided it by 17. So you get 15 points for a 5-star artifact, and you get 20 points for a 6-star. So I kind of took the middle ground number there and just worked out how many runs I possibly had done that day. When I run RSL Helper, I tend to just run it on run infinitely. So it's quite hard to track how many runs you've definitely done, but I think this is a pretty solid way of getting a rough idea, basically. So after day one, we were left with 23 Savage items or artifacts. It's important to note at this stage, I don't keep 5-star anymore, so I purely keep 6-star epic and 6-star legendary. So if you were sort of like a mid to end game player, you're probably keeping 6-star rares, 5-star legendary. On my account, I don't need that anymore, so you can expect this number to sort of double if you were keeping those sort of gears, that sort of gear, because basically 6-star epic and 6-star legendary, the drop rates are not that high. So basically 23 out of 1175 is kind of average for what you would expect on a sort of 2x Frenzy event. But if you're keeping 6-star rare and 5-star legendary, you would expect to keep double this, and even more if you're doing 5-star epic as well. After selling for the bad pieces of gear with bad subs, I was left with 11 pieces, and then after rolling to 4 or to 8, I was left with 8 pieces, and one of them being like a chaos ore piece, which was nothing too particularly great. I'll show you it in a minute, and some of you will probably think, why the fuck is he saying it's not that great? It's an amazing piece. But you'll see in a minute anyway. Day two. So day two I'm classing as yesterday morning until end of event today. So we kept 36 Savage pieces overall, so 6-star epic and 6-star legendary. After filtering out for bad subs, we only had 12 left, and then after rolling to basically 4 or 8, we only have 9 kept. And it sounds pretty horrific when we sort of total up how many total runs we've done. So I did an extra 1,000 runs over the last day of the event, and we ended up with more 6-star epic and 6-star legendary Savage gear, but we actually kept around about the same number of pieces in the end, so it worked out around about the same. Overall, so this is a point breakdown here. So we've got 38,741 points. So dividing that by a point average of around about 17 points per run, we get 2,278 runs. If we times 2,278 by 20, which is the amount of energy you need to run in Fire Knight 25, you get a grand total of 45,560 energy. So once again, that's 45,560 energy, which equates to 350 refills. So this is where things get a little bit interesting, because if we have a look at my Discord, so if I go into shop offers and log, I've got pinned down here, so you guys can't probably see it here, but the cheapest energy pack for refills is the multi-battle pack at $40 a pack, which works out to be about $0.57 per refill. So if we work out, it's $0.57 per refill. We used 350 refills for this event. It equates to $199.76 for energy, which is a fucking ton of energy. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. It's not as much as we used in CVC, but it's not too far away. It's not too far away. But overall, let's have a look at the gear. So what does $200 worth of energy look like? So as you can see here, my Savage gear is pretty decked out. So a lot of the stuff, it's level 16. I 16'd last CVC when we're against Mad. The stuff that's level 12. Actually, I know I did 16 some stuff on the stream the other night. But as you can see, we got a good amount of Savage gear. We are unfortunate in saying we didn't have any insane pieces. I mean, I think the best piece I got was, as far as like substats go, is this one here, and it just rolled not the best. You kind of want to see a double roll or a triple roll on any of those stats, but it's still a solid piece. We got some other pieces which, you know, are pretty average. Let's have a look at here. So double roll attack, which and where is it? We got other ones and legendary ones, which I just kept for ores and just basically to see how many legendaries I was left with. But as you can see, it's nothing too crazy. We got a crit damage glove with 17 speed on. I think we got another crit damage glove with 17% crit rate, which is quite nice. And a crit rate glove with 41 AC on, which I don't think I'll ever use. As far as like chest goes, we ended up with a HP chest, which didn't roll that nicely, and an attack chest, which has actually rolled pretty nicely. The accuracy kind of is a little bit sad, but let's just see what this rolls, because attack percent chests in Savage are one of the hardest things to get in the game. So let's just see where we get lucky with speed or HP percent for Rotus. Oh, okay, so we actually got a pretty solid chest. So for those of you who don't know, Rotus, he works off attack percent and HP percent, so this is actually a solid piece for him. Don't know if it's an upgrade yet, but it's still a very solid chest. As far as like boots go, we didn't really get anything too crazy. I mean, most of these I can probably do with doing a gear cleanse, to be fair. And yeah, I mean, overall, you guys can see for an end game account, we ended up with around about 3 usable pieces. We got this really insane chaos ore piece. So we got a quad speed roll, which people are probably thinking, why would you ever think of using that in a chaos ore? I mean, what use is a Savage shield with quad speed, HP percent, resist, and flat HP? Let me know in the comments if you think of a use, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But overall, I don't know. Last thing I want to go over before I end the video and kind of give you guys a breakdown is the Savage packs you see in a shop. So there's a 6-star legendary Savage gear pack in a shop. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to find the screenshot of it. So you often see this in a shop, the 6-star legendary Savage set, which costs £44.99, which equates, I think, in play when you do it on dollars, it's $59. So you get a full set In Legendary, 6-star with 300 energy and 4 million silver. Overall, from this 2x Frenzy event, if you are just purely looking out for Savage gear, I would say it's still not worth. You're better off farming, because throughout this whole Savage event, I've got some really nice immunity pieces, got some good shield set pieces. Regen is another good gear set. Fire Knight is always worth farming, and this gear set here, I mean, for $59, we spent overall $200 worth of energy, and we ended up with way more silver than what you get from buying 4 of these packs. We ended up with way more other good bits of gear other than a Savage gear. So overall, I would say still not worth it. Don't buy the Savage set gear. It's tempting, I know, especially after you've done, how many runs was it again? 2,278 runs and a 2x chance of getting Savage. It's tempting to see this in a shop and think, oh shit, let's just blow out and buy this, but it's really not worthwhile, guys. Save your money for energy and farm, because immunity gear, shield set gear, even things like Fury, Frenzy, all that sort of stuff is, well, not Frenzy, but all that sort of stuff is usable later on in the game, so it's still worthwhile farming. Hopefully you guys have found this somewhat interesting to have a bit of a delve in what it actually looks like. You guys see these mad points at the top of global leaderboards all the time, and wonder possibly what sort of gear you get from that. Worthwhile mentioning crit damage gear. We got some nice pieces of crit damage. I think I just leveled up one as well. Where was it? It was it was a weapon, I think it was a weapon. Where was it? Did we 16 it? I may have 16'd it. It was this one here. So crit rate, crit damage, HP percent attack. Once again, a Rotus weapon really, but you'd use Rotus and Savage Crawl really, but still we got some nice usable pieces and some bits here which I've got to level up. So all good subs. So you do get a lot more in return from just farming. Hopefully you guys have found this interesting. I'm going to cut the video there. If you are new here, please hit subscribe. It helps me out loads. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys on stream. I am trying to stream every other night, so I won't be streaming tonight, but I'll be streaming tomorrow, so feel free to drop in and I can answer any questions there. Other than that, guys, peace.